All right, so we're gonna play a little bit of chess here, and again, we're playing against a bot. But what we're gonna do here is I'm going to play against one of the coaches. So I got these different bots here that you can play. I've played most of these. The farthest I've got was Amir and Sven. I managed to beat them. Just managed to beat them. That's about as far as I've gotten is to the level, the intermediate level 1000. I'm thinking about doing some videos on just seeing how far I can go with the bots, you know. Um, so right now, the chess.com has these cool coaches. These are coaches, and they're meant to sort of help you learn the game. And that's what we're going to do here because I really want people to learn the game as I'm learning the game. I'm still a beginner at chess, but I am learning. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play against Coach Danny here, maybe play a couple times so that you can watch. And if you're a beginner, maybe learn a few things. I'll go over some stuff as the game's going along. And Coach Danny, again, it says up here, he's going to take it easy on me. So his entire purpose here is to literally make the game fun and easy. And so, especially for beginners, now I can beat level 400s, fairly well. So I think if I were to I'd probably be. I know it says 400 here. I just don't play online chess really that much. I like playing in person. I just like that. I enjoy that a lot more. But If I were to rank myself, I'd probably be somewhere around the 800 level, maybe just 850 because I do. When it starts to get to here, like around the 1,000 to the 850 is when it starts to get a little bit challenging for me. Well, pretty challenging. But all right, so we're gonna play Coach Danny here, and I usually just pick random. I don't really care what I'm playing as. So starting positions. All right, so I'm white, so I'm gonna go first, and I usually like to open up with the queen's pawn opening. And right now he just goes with a little subtle pawn move. This allows this pawn to, his bishop to come out and do some stuff if he wants to. He can go here. He can go wherever he wants. Well, except for that right there, but he can go pretty much wherever he wants right now. Um, so he's doing this again. There's sort of an intention. He's allowing me to continue to take advantage and control of the center of the board. So let's see. Um, we can let's do this. Looks like we got a little attack coming right there. So here's an interesting thing. We could move a knight right here, and this is where we start to think. This is where I'm going to start talking about stuff. We can start to think, and he says here that he's working on getting his bishop developed. It's true. So both of his bishops, he's a little bit blocked, but he can come out right here and see. He didn't just move the pawn; he moved it out here, so he's not. Because if he moved it here, he'd be blocking his bishop. He could come right here and then start coming down this angle like that if he wanted to. But that's a lot of angling. A couple moves to take that, but so that's why he moved him out here so that he can just go whoop right out here like that. He's also attacking. Oops. He's also attacking the pawn right here. So here we are in the openings. There's a lot of options for us. A lot of things that we can do. We can defend the pawn if we want to. We can defend the pawn in a couple ways. It's already being defended actually. I mean, it's being defended by the queen. You can see right there. But we don't really like. I don't like bringing up my queen this early in the game. The other thing that we can do, we can defend the pawn with a knight move right here, like that. Here's the thing that you got to think about though. When you make a move like this, he could just go ahead and bypass that and just immediately attack the knight. And then where's your knight gonna go? He really doesn't got anywhere to go because going right there, you're just gonna lose him to that pawn right there. You can take back, of course, but you're down a knight. He's exchanged a pawn for a knight. So there's other ways we can defend it. We can just defend him with a pawn move right here. We can do that. And so I think that's what I'm going to do because it also allows my bishop to come out if he needs to. So we'll do that. It says my bishop is much happier. Okay, so now he's moved out a knight. This knight is attacking and also defending at the same time. So, man, my finger's just killing me right now. I don't know what's going on with it. So, we can do a couple of things here. We can push a pawn up right here, do a fianchetto right there, and just, add another more pressure right here. Because it seems like right now the pressure is being built on this square right here. So we can continue to defend um, that thing. We could also pin that knight, so he's basically rendered useless. And I'm starting to like that idea. We could also we could also try and pin the knight with the bishop, but to do that we'd have to move the pawn forward. He's also attacking that, which so he can also just go ahead and take. He can just take, and that allows his queen to come forward. You know, so I'm thinking right now the best way to do it is to pin with my queen right out here. So we've pinned the knight. So the knight is basically useless at this point. We can move our knight right here. We can also bring out this knight at this point, and we can tuck him in right there. That's a nice spot to tuck our knight in. So he's also, the knight's no longer pinned. So I got to make sure I'm aware of that. That knight is no longer pinned. The one thing we can do is this pawn is weak because he's not protected. I could move my queen right here, and then just get ready to attack that pawn, in which I'm attacking the rook at that point. So we could do that if we want to. There's some options and stuff. Your pawn needs more defense. How can you do it? So let's see here. We can just go ahead and, so right now at this point, bringing our knight out right here may not be a good idea because he can always just be attacked, and it's not good. He doesn't have anywhere to go after that. He can go out here, but that's not a whole lot going on there. What we'll do though, we'll do right here, and then he can protect the pawn right there. So we'll move our knight right there. All right, so here comes the queen. Do you see what I am attacking? Yes, I believe she's attacking that. It's the only thing that she's attacking, which can be problematic. So what we're going to do, when you see a move like this, like I could do the same thing over here and do that. What you can always do is just simply push the pawn forward, and that removes that. So I can just, boom, right there like that. So he moves his queen right there. What we can do is we can go ahead and fork the queen and the knight. If the queen takes, she's going to be lost. We could also take the knight. If the queen decides not to take, we can just take his knight with the pawn, make a little trade here. We can also go ahead and protect we're already protecting this pawn with the queen. So, yeah. Excuse me. So I'm thinking, because I want to start developing more. I do want to develop my pieces a little bit more. If we take, he could take with that. He's got 3 pieces protecting this bugger right here. So right now, let's go ahead and just develop a little bit more. All right, he retreats his queen. All right. So this is, you know what I'll do? I'll just, I think what I'll do is I could go ahead and put pressure and attack here, and see what happens there. I could just go ahead and push this pawn forward. I think that's a solid move at this point, to push that pawn forward. It'd be nice to get some of my bishops into the game, though. But we're gonna do this. Okay. So what do? We can make a trade here. If we take, he could take right there. He can take right there, or he can take with the bishop, which is then attacking my queen. At that point, I could block if I wanted to. I don't know if I want to do that though, because then my queen won't be able to really see this square anymore. I really want to get some bishops moving. So let's push this pawn forward. Okay, he's got him right there. Uh, there's an attack on my queen right there. Okay, that's fine. What we'll do is I'll have to retreat my queen. I'll have to pull her back for right now. She's she's not safe here. She's not safe there. She's not safe here. She's fine right here. She's fine right there. But I just don't. There's really nothing left here right now that I can see anyway. Um, so we'll just go ahead and pull her back right here. All right. So we got that going. Okay, so we can attack right here, take, and then we can take back with our queen. When we take back with our queen, we're getting her sort of back into the game a little bit. You know, not too much. She still can't do a whole lot there. Um, um, if we push pawn forward right here, you might be able to take. This is what I was going to do originally. And all right, just gave up his queen. And then he doesn't take my bishop. Okay, sweet deal. Should I just go ahead and? I think I might just go ahead and just if why not? Okay. So that's what you don't want to do. You want to be careful for that kind of stuff like that. So let's see here. All right, so no, I don't do that right now. I was thinking about pushing him up but then you know he's eyeing that right there. What we could do, we could attack that knight, and he doesn't move the knight, so we'll take. So you know, again, he's deliberately playing in a way that's really easy. Okay, so that is just free right there. Yes, I do see a free piece, a piece that is undefended that can be captured, and it's also a check. So let's go ahead and just do it. All right, now what we'll do is we'll protect the rook. Okay, so we're protecting the rook. That rook is just putting some nasty pressure. And then what we can also do is this pawn is also totally free. So we could potentially promote right here. So let's go ahead and take that pawn. And then what we can do is we can force... I don't want to do that. I kind of like the king right there. So what we'll do is we're going to move... I know you typically don't want to get too tunnel vision here. I haven't been paying too much attention to what's been going on here, to be totally honest with you. Let's see here. What happens if we push there? Maybe we should push this pawn first because it might potentially get this rook free. He's not doing a whole lot right there. So we could also attack, take, and do a trade, but then I'm going to lose my queen. And I just have a lot of pawns right now. They're just kind of passive. They're not really doing a whole lot. And he's got some pretty nice structure here. So, what I'll do, I think, is I'll push that pawn forward, and then that one forward, and. Right now, let's see. You know, I'm going to promote. Yeah, I don't want to promote right now because I'm going to lose the rook. I will lose the rook if I promote. So... Okay, so what can we do here? It'd be kind of cool if it might not have to be here because then I could It'd be a sweet fork right there. Look at that. But I'd have to get a knight right there, and it's not possible right now because these pawns are stuck. And that's one of the problems with the game right now. It's just a very clogged game. It might come to a point where I might have to just go ahead and sacrifice some pieces. What we'll do is, so we push forward right there. He could take, and then, yeah, that pawn move actually wasn't that great of a move. So let's. I might have to just go ahead and give up a piece, because my pawns can't really move. I might just have to give up a knight to see if I can just get something to open up here. You know what I can do? Actually, yeah, let's try this. I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna try to get this knight right here. Hopefully he won't take. If he does, we just take back, even though we'll get a pawn that's good stuck again. But the point will be to protect right there. So let's go ahead and. Okay, so the king moves further out of the way. I could see. Here's the thing: if I could push my pawn right here. If I push my pawn right here, he can just take the pawn. But you know what? I got an idea. We can get our queen right here. If he takes the pawn sitting right there, we can take him back with the rook, and then the queen can move up, and then we have checkmate. So that's what I think we'll do. Let's do that. Push pawn forward. He does not take. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead, and that's pretty much checkmate right there, isn't it? Nope. All right. So, all right. So we don't want to go for that just yet, because then the king can get away. So we will. There we go. There's checkmate. Didn't go exactly how I was thinking it was going to go, but hey, there you go. There's win. All right, so there's one game right there. Just do a quick overview of it. So there you go, right there, and just kind of, what I'm learning about chess is just it has a lot to do with pre-planning your moves, thinking ahead, thinking about what's going to happen, the consequences of certain moves. Like right here. The whole idea was just to pin the knights. I was not expecting to just go ahead and move the knight. I know he's supposed to be a dumb bot, but I didn't think it was to be that dumb. And then he doesn't take, so we're just going to go ahead and take back, right there. And by doing this also, throwing away the bishop right there, I capture a queen, I capture a bishop, and I also remove his ability to castle on that side. Now, I didn't make all the smartest moves here, but, it is what it is. Once we started getting the plan sort of in place, so right here is where we made the modification. Is we move right here, and he anticipates it and decides he's going to protect the potential promotion. All we have to do then, let him take, but he's now kind of. It would have been better if I before I promoted, I push the pawn here first. I mean, my queen here first, and then I promote. He takes, and then we take, and then there's checkmate. But it is checkmate because right there and right there. So, all right. So let's try another game. We're going to do another one with our old coach, Danny. And we're going to do random. Let's do black. Okay, let's play as black. I'm trying to kind of get familiar with... Okay, well... so let's do this. We'll do a king's pawn opening. That would have been funny if that would have ended up being checkmate. All right, so that wasn't the best move, um, but you know, we'll go ahead and just we'll pull back here. Okay. So again, so what we can do is we can protect and we can also attack at the same time. If he moves forward, though, again, if he moves forward and attacks our knight, where do we go from there? So I'm thinking the best option right now is just simply to protect. We're going to protect on this side. Okay, we got a little bit of a pin there. That's fine. We'll just contest, and he pulls back. Look at this interesting pawn line we've got going here. Now, why did I just use this pawn instead of this pawn? Because if I defend with this one and he takes, I'm going to take back, and then now our queens are staring at each other. We could do a queen trade if we wanted to, but you know, I just would rather avoid that if it's possible. Now, if I take, he could take with this pawn, but he can also just go ahead and take with his queen. And then now, once again, she's staring right down here. She's also looking right at that, which I guess wouldn't be the better move. But now this bishop, because these are all on dark squares, all of these, he's pretty much got nothing that he can do on this end. What we can do, however, is we can go ahead and just push a pawn forward here, so that we can get this bishop moving a little bit. Okay. Now I gotta be careful here because it can be fairly easy to trap my bishop. Well, they're all on dark squares, so maybe not. So we'll go ahead and attack his knight. Okay. Okay, so we push forward right here, and he takes. We take back. We lose our rook. So we don't want that to happen. So we do not want to push and attack with this pawn. So we'll just block that. Oh boy. See, this is where, again, you know, this is where I'm afraid of, is that my bishop is going to get trapped. Fortunately, he's not. But the unfortunate part is that he's going to have to move and retreat back this way. This is truly a weird. I have never seen a formation like this before. It is just absolutely bizarre. Okay, so we can now push forward here if we wanted to, and get ready to attack. If we take, he takes right there. You know, so this knight is literally stuck. Cannot do anything. Again, this is such an awkward position. I've never seen this before. This is so bizarre. Let's get a knight in the game. Let's take right here. If he takes, we take back. Okay. So we got two bishops potentially staring each other down right here. So if you move up right here, he takes, we take. I'd rather take with a knight, to be honest with you. I like bishops more than knights. He takes, and then we can take back. And then we got a kind of a nice, sweet, you know, line of sight right there. But I want to get this bishop activated, so we're going to push this pawn forward. And we'll pin that knight. Okay, that was interesting. Okay, so we could castle if we wanted to. I'm not sure what that was doing. I mean, if that rook moves down here, I might just go ahead and take the rook. I don't know, maybe. All right, so let's get ready to castle. All right, the king moves out of the way, so that piece isn't pinned anymore. We're going to castle. This pawn is totally undefended right now. But if we take the pawn. Oh yeah, well, that's check. There's a check right there. If the king moves, we can, boom, move our queen right there. But first, we have to get our queen in position. Yikes, now it's not going to work. Okay, so um so right now, I'm thinking right now there's a fork right there. The problem is the queen. If I just move my knight right here, that queen will just take. I would just hung a knight, and so in order for the fork to work, my queen is the only piece that's close enough to really protect. Um, Not my bishop because he's being blocked by the pawn right here. Um, so, and actually my knight's already hanging, to be honest with you. So it might be a good idea for me to just go ahead and protect the knight anyway, with my queen. Nothing else. There's really nothing else that can protect. Maybe my bishop can. I could use my bishop, but I'm gonna use my queen to do it. Okay. Let's see here. He's not really threatening anything, so we'll just keep pushing right there and activate the. All right. So if we activate the fork, we also leaving this pawn wide open for the queen, and she can now, um, then she can start. She can basically fork these two pieces, so I can get forked right back. So what we want to do is maybe we'll want to. You know what? Actually, no, that's true. No, she's not because my queen's already protecting it. My queen's protecting two pieces. All right, so we can go ahead and just launch the fork attack. All right, so he moves the rook. That's fine. All right, so let's get this knight. I really want to get this knight into the game, into the action. What I could do, because he's got the knight and the queen. Bum, 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 bum. We could start pushing some pawns, like especially this guy, putting pressure. Before I do that, though, let's just get a rook right here. I'm probably going to want to get a knight, maybe start getting him out this way. So, but, alright, so... If right there, he could take... And we could take... Oops. Take, and then we could take back right there, which would let us really eye that. So he just moved this bishop out of the way, but he's now he's got two pieces now looking down at this. So he could take, and if my knight's fine right there, protecting it. So it shouldn't be a huge problem. But I want to use my knight maybe for something going on right here. We could start pushing up right here if we wanted to. One thing I could also do is I could offer a queen trade, a potential queen trade. There's a check right there. And then I can maybe start looking for a possible promotion. Maybe. I mean, this knight's protecting a pawn that moves up right here. The only thing is this pawn. He can be a problem there. This gives my bishop better view of things, don't you think? Okay. Oy caramba. So here's my dilemma. I really want to break open this. Can we move back right here? Maybe right there. There's a check right there, and then get our knight right there. I'm thinking that might be a better move. So we'll just go ahead and we'll see what happens here. Okay, there's a bishop right there. That's kind of fine, to be honest with you. I wouldn't mind giving up a knight to get that bishop. So let's go ahead and go for the check. See if he does it. Okay, the king moves, and no, we don't want to move our bishop right there, because boom. Oh, come on. Oy. 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 Let's just go ahead and move our knight. There's a way for you to win a queen right now. Okay. How would we do that? Is he talking about this? I mean, there's check, but his queen could just come down and take my queen. I mean, I can move my knight right here. There's check, force the king to move. He would have to retreat. I kind of like that move a lot better. It would make the king go back here, sort of, because he can't move here. Any one of these, well, obviously not there. He can't move to any one of these squares. He can go here. No, he can't. I'm sorry, he can't go there. Yeah, bishop. So yeah, he would have to go back here. Which is, I kind of like that idea. I like him being there. It's kind of more difficult for the queen where she's at to protect him. So maybe what I'll do is, if we reveal the check, let's do that. Let's just check. And we could go ahead and check. The king's gonna move, like over here or something like that, or right there, and then we can. I don't want to tuck my queen because I'm gonna lose the queen. So, we could give up a knight to potentially get a bishop. We could do that, and then we got a sweet battery kind of thing going on here. Boom. So maybe we can do that, or we can right here move a knight right there. Wait. I kind of like this idea. I think I'm gonna go for that. Let's see here. Okay, he does not take. That's That's all right. I think. Let's see here. No. Um, it would be better if it was. So what we're gonna do? I think I have an idea. This could be checkmate, but this knight has to be here first, protecting that. So what I could do is I can have my queen right here, get this bishop down right here like that, and then there's the battery setup. Boom. So I'm gonna try and do that. We're gonna start with this bishop move first. King moves right here. The king move in there is actually good. He blocks the rook from being able to move. We are going to now place our knight. If he takes, that's fine. We're going to keep him from getting right there. Everything is going well here. I believe that's checkmate right there. Is there anything that can take? I don't think so. Yep. There you go. Sweet. Well, that went swimmingly right there towards the end. Now, okay, so I'm going to play one more game. We're going to play one more game against Coach Danny. I'm going to close all these. All right. One more game, Mr. Coach Danny. And we'll just play whatever. Everyone has whites. Queen's pawn opening again. All right, so he can now get his bishop out right here. Excuse me. We'll just go ahead and there's the bishop. Okay. He's really just just getting those bishops moving. So we will push forward right there. Kind of cut that bishop off. Oh, maybe we'll protect him. Okay. Now that knight has just blocked this bishop, so he's gonna have to come out this way. So he's better off right there. So what we'll do is we will sort of anticipate that and push this pawn forward. Okay. That's ready. Let's see if we can set up our own little fianchetto right here. Should I castle right now? I don't know. I think I will just go ahead and right now I'm going to knight right there because I can. All right, so that bishop move out here is probably out of the question. So we're going to add a defender right here. I think, because that'll allow us to get our bishop to kind of start looking at some stuff here. The only thing is it's going to be blocking this bishop. That's the only thing. Where's the safest place for your king? I'll just go ahead and castle. He wants me to castle. Let's just do it. Okay, there's the queen. Queens can come down here. She can come down here now, or she can maybe... shoot, that wouldn't be a good idea. So she can come down here, and then... Well, no, she can't do that either, because then I'll just take her. So right there, and then looking at that. So there's that potential right there, and we want to anticipate that. That's going to be tough. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to protect that. Because I can't protect with the bishop right here or right there. Those two. Whoops. Well. There's a move. So I'll pass on your trade for now and wait for a benefit. Wait for it to benefit me. I want to connect my rooks. I really, really do. I want to start working on that anyway. So I'm thinking about just kind of moving. I think it's much more powerful for my bishop to be looking down this way. Whoops. Down that one right there. So we're going to push this pawn up a little bit. Oh, that's even better now. He's got the rook just sitting there right there. So, all right. So our bishops are staring at each other. So we could give him a knight right here, and then just have this clunky pawn thing going on right here if we wanted to, which would really be helpful to us. We could do that. He could take, or take with that, and then we can move. Well, let's. I like. I mean, that's a weak pawn right there. Got a knight right there protecting. Get our queen here. Making this personal. So this is gonna be, yeah, it's an undefended piece. Yikes! Not good. Oh, jeepers, man. He's forced to move his queen there, but that's okay. I'm not gonna take. I'm just gonna take the knight. Look at that, man. Oh my goodness, that was nasty. Just a nasty, nasty move. We could, let's see. Time to get the rooks in the action. What's this guy doing? He's not doing nothing. He's got nothing. uh, I like this knight move right here. To be honest, it's attacking the queen. It might make her have to move. She attacks back. That's fine. Moving out of danger. Okay. Let's see. There, a rook right here. That'd be cool. I mean, that queen's not gonna. Come on. You're not that dumb. So let's just push a rook right here. Okay. Kaboom. King moves out of the way. All right, so that if I take, the queen can just take and then take back, or well she could take and then she's still looking at him. What might be I'm not sure I want to move that knight right now. No, we don't want to do that. We could attack the queen, make her move again. She would go right here, and then take, I guess. You do that. Or we could, he can boot right here, and then she's really trapped. She's really stuck. Let's do that. Okay. Nice. Nice. This is going to get nasty. This is going to get ugly. Really ugly. Okay. There's a couple ways we can go about this. We can check right here, and it's really a double check. He's going to go into the corner right there. Um, I'm going to do that. So he's stuck in the corner now. He can't go anywhere. Um, Now what we can do is we can right there and oh, I forgot about that. That's okay. We will just pin the knight. Okay. Forgot about the knight. It's all right. That's why we got two queens. And then we can just no, that's not. We can just write that. No, can't do that either. That's stinking. Uh, Stinking bishop right here. He's keeping any possible. Um, well, let's right here because we still got our bishop right there. So king moves. Uh, I know there's got to be like a. Oh, he can't take any because oh yeah, he's being protected right there, and being protected right there. So, but if I move right here, he's no longer protected. Oh yeah, he is. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, what am I thinking? Yes, he is. So this would be checkmate right there, wouldn't it? Okay. Um, let's let's move him. No. Okay. And there you go. All right. Okay. Uh, I know I missed a checkmate a lot sooner than that. I know I had to have, but there you go. There's some chess. Wow, look at that. I won by I was on 34 points. Danny's being too easy on me. There's the boss get a little bit harder and stuff like that, but there you go. So, all right. There's just some chess for you guys. Oh wow, I went almost an hour, but okay. So there you go.